like wiping, and it's like wiping a brown marker. It's just like I could never get the poop out of my butt.
Hey, and welcome back to another.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Between Me and You. I'm your host, Andy Control, and this is my guest,
Jordan
Atondo.
Yeah.
What's up, Andy?
I'm Jordan. You're Andy.
All right.
You introduce
Cut
us.
next to the next scene.
Next podcast.
All right, open it. Open it.
Oh, what was the keys?
I ate them.
Damn it, Jordan.
Oh,
I hit them
actually. It's okay.
Okay.
You know what? You know what? It's fine.
We came up
You know what?
prepared.
It's fine because you had your Cowboys one, and that barely did the job.
Now you have your Nuck Boys one. Is that the Nuck Boys one?
No, this is even better.
How rude. I opened yours last time.
I thought you were gonna do the teeth thing. Sorry.
I'm not. What's the name? Isidro?
Isidro Guzman.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Episode 51 of Slob on the Pod.
Fuck.
Also, go to manscaped.com, promo code SLOB20, and get 20% off anything in the store.
This isn't sponsored.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's 9 o'clock.
Somewhere. Ugh. Oh my God, he's doing it. Oh, I thought you were gonna do it all.
Woo!
So we're doing this at 9 a.m. in the morning.
It's
on
so
Saturday.
early. I can't believe you got me up this early.
I know.
561-659-8004.
I was just reading. I was like, "What is this?"
I don't know. It's from work. It's my work.
So we're gonna record, shoot, and
Hopefully
edit
post in
this
the same
and post
day.
it right away. So
Andy says this, but he's probably not.
I'm gonna do it.
He's not.
Yeah,
I was looking at his calendar on the wall. It said, "Do podcast with Jordan at 9 a.m. and then masturbate." So that's probably going to take a little bit longer than what you planned for.
Never mind. I probably won't. If you see this on Sunday, okay. But then next week, I'm really excited because we got our Christmas episode.
Ooh.
And then I bought
your present?
Yeah, I got you something fucking cool.
All right, mine's coming in the mail, so.
It might not make it. It's like it might not make it.
No, I'm just kidding. I already got mine too. I'm super excited.
I'm excited.
I want my own present that I'm giving. I want my present that I want to give to you.
But I want to give you my present.
I want to give you mine too, but I also, what I'm giving you, I want it.
Like you want to keep it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I hope you don't like. It's like one of those things like when you're in a relationship and you give your girl a PS5, it's like, oh, you don't like it? It's okay. I'll keep it.
I'll keep it. It's fine.
It's like when you have kids, it's like, I really hope on the baby
dude.
registry there's a PS5 or an Xbox One or something.
I can't wait. Marley says that when we have kids, all the toys and stuff, like it's just gonna be for me.
Nice.
Like legit. But I can't wait. Cool. Jordan, do you ever rave and rant?
Oh, I do. I have a. Do I ever? Actually, I do. But let me look it up on the list.
I know, you still have your list. Your list.
I have questions. I'm fucking ready. All right. Oh, wait. Did I do this one? I'll say it and then you tell me if I've done this one.
Okay.
All right. So I do this too. So I'm trying to work on it. But I hate myself for doing it. Is like when you ask me something and I say, huh? And then I still answer the question. So like tell me. So, oh, you're still sick?
No.
Oh, get me out of here.
No, I know what you mean.
Save me, Tom Cruise. This guy's
I know
sick.
exactly what you mean because,
Dude.
it's like, hey, are we gonna go somewhere? Like, huh?
Huh?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, we're gonna
dude.
It's like, why do you? I think maybe it's just a habit. I don't know, but I do it too, and I really need to work on it. But I hate when I'm just like, hey, what are we gonna eat for dinner? Like, huh? We should eat chicken. It's like, yeah, why'd you say, huh?
Like, so you did hear me? Or you didn't? Like,
it's like, and right before I can say anything, you already answered the question.
Dude.
It's like, so you did hear me. So that's my thing. Is like, that's my rant for the day.
Oh, dude,
I fucking hate that.
That's so funny.
It's like, why you? I heard you heard me.
Yeah.
Why are you saying, huh?
Like, yeah, exactly. And I do that so much.
Are you
dude.
hungry? Huh? Yeah.
Like, huh? Yeah. I'm like, what?
What the fuck?
Dude, that's that's a good rave. A rant. That's a good rant because it's true.
Yeah. But like I said, like I'm not calling anyone out. I do it myself, so I need to work on it as well.
Yeah.
So I hate that I do it myself.
I get you. I get you. Dude, that's so fucking funny. Any rave? Anything you're happy about today?
Yeah, I do have one. I like when people do drugs to make them happy. No, just kidding.
I was like, I mean, if that makes you happy,
actually, the other day, I don't do it as often. I don't really do it ever, honestly. But like, I like when I'm driving and there's like a person on the side of the road asking for money, and people actually they actually stop and they give them some money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like when they give homeless people some money, I'm like, you know what? Good for you. And then I drive by and I hope there's a puddle of water so I can splash them.
Like, let's do this. Like, go out of your way just to splash them.
Yeah. No, I honestly like, because I know I can't do it too much. I'll give them money if I have like change in my cup holder. Yeah. But like, I rarely carry cash.
Dude,
like, I'm not going to give them my fucking debit card.
It sounds, yeah, it's so sad. And that's what sucks because it's true. Like, I don't carry around cash.
Yeah.
Like, no one does anymore. Like, I just do the tap in the card and it's just like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, before you know, I'm going to have crypto. So,
oh, it's just, yeah, it's very true. It's just going to, or it's going to be like in the future, you're just going to like blink your eyes a couple times. Like, all right, it went through. Like,
yeah.
What? Like,
blink 3 times for debit, blink 2 for credit.
You're like, cool, thanks, man.
You're like, oh, too many blinks.
Like, shit. Like, I'm overpaying.
Oh, dude. Oh, my God.
What happened?
I feel so bad. I don't know if I sent it to you. So, I found there's this girl. She's on TikTok. And she has Tourette's. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
When you have like you like,
little ticks. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And like she's making her TikToks, and as she's doing them,
Tell me.
she's doing like TikToks, and she's like pointing out the fact like, yes, I have a tick, and this is what it is. And like as she's doing them, like she'll put up like the questions like in comments where it's like,
okay,
how do you,
like
you
she's
know,
answering?
what if you have a tick during class or something? Because I think she's in college, and she'll be like, oh, and she'll be like, oh, so I do woo, 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 jingle bells, jingle So I do this, and so the way I get through class is I just kind of act like everything's normal. And like,
so she's making fun.
And I followed her, but she has so many.
She's making fun of this. Like,
I really hope so.
You think it's like sarcastic?
No. I know she has
sarcastic.
Tourette's.
Yeah. Okay.
But I hope that she understands like this can be funny.
Okay.
But she'll just be like. So, there'll be a question on the fucking thing. God damn, the thing's so fucking loose, just like my butthole.
Yeah, it is pretty loose.
But yeah, so she'll post something and it'll be like, so how do you get through class like without your ticks? And she'll just be like, so when I'm in class, I do wah 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 woo woo and she'll be like She's like, so the way I get through class is I do. And I'm laughing so hard and I feel so bad.
Do you think people would believe you if you have Tourette's? Like how? I guess nowadays, okay, people would be like, oh, okay.
What? I know. Hey, I have Tourette's. No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's wrong. Hey, bleep that. Cut that back.
Cut that out. Dude, I mean,
yeah, I get what you're saying though.
Like,
she could also be acting.
Yeah. But like, do you have one of those like cards that say like, "Hey, I have Tourette's"? Like, you know that there's
like, remember
some diseases?
the Joker?
Yeah, exactly. Like
that was a good one.
Those are legit cards because I know my mom is sick and she has to carry around a card. Like, I have this condition and like, so I'm like, I wonder if she has to carry around, or do people with Tourette's carry around cards?
I'm pretty sure like. It's 2021, so I'm pretty sure people are like, all right, we get it. Like,
it's real.
That's not normal, so.
Because I can imagine, like, in the 50s, like, a kid does that shit, is like, fucking burn them. Like, I don't know. Like, kill them.
Like a witch?
Yeah, exactly. Witch.
They're like, hey, kid, where's the newspaper? They're like, it's over.
Diablo!
They're like, it's over there. They're like, what the fuck?
Well, dude,
burn it.
In Mexico, you'd be a bruja. Like, no, get away from here. Like, Diablo. Yeah, dude.
That's what's so funny is like certain like what is it like people that are like raised a certain way. Like over here, you're like, okay, that's cool. Like you have Tourette's. I'm sorry, but like over there in Mexico, they'd be like, what the fuck? They like knock you out right away. Like, shut the fuck up,
dude. For reals.
Yahweh.
Dude, my dad would probably be like, stop acting. Like, stop.
Oh, you want Mr. Attention.
Oh, dude. Like, first you make YouTube videos. Now you do this. What a disappointment.
You're like, I can't. Stop
Dad,
it.
Stop. Oh, dude. That's so sad.
How do we get to that point?
I don't know. You just brought it up because you started cracking up.
Oh,
I think you
drugs.
just thought about it. Drugs.
Today's episode is sponsored by drugs. If
and
you
mugs.
see drugs and mugs. Drugs, mugs, and hugs. That's our new charity we're bringing up.
Dude.
Now, wouldn't that be a good one?
That's a good drugs, mugs, and hugs.
Yeah.
It's a drug rehabilitation.
Yeah, it's a drug rehabilitation center, but you also get a mug so you can have coffee.
When you
I
finish
know when you're like feeding off drugs, speaking from personal experience, when you're feeding off a certain type of drug, you want some coffee. Caffeine is the number one drug that is legal that you can have. So you get a mug.
It's true.
And then also, you're a little depressed, so you get a hug.
A hug to finish it. Come here, Jordan. You get a hug. See? You feel better, don't you? Oh shit. Jordan, don't do it.
I need a band to shoot up.
She's like, I can't do it. I need to do it again. Damn, you're weird in the morning.
I want hug, then drug.
You want me to hug you, then drug you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there you go.
Dude, that's my thing is I always... I don't know why, when I'm at a bar, like, whoever's next to me, like some random stranger, I'll be like, hey, can you watch my drink? I'm going to go to the restroom. Make sure someone drugs me.
One time we were at the bar with Marley, and I pretended to put something, like, I was like, to Marley's drink.
Uh-huh.
And the security saw me, and he went like that. And I'm just like...
That's one way to get kicked out.
Yeah, dude. He looked at me like, what the fuck? And I'm like, no, it's my wife. Like,
that's a good one. I like that. I should start bringing like packets of sugar or something. And I'll be like, oh yeah. And I'll just sprinkle them into a cider's drink.
But you have to, it'd be funny if it is a sugary drink because you just added more sugar. Like, no, it's sugar. Like, I'm just sugar.
Yeah, that's true. We're also making light of the fact that girls get drugs. So I'm sorry, girls.
That's not good.
I'm sorry that you guys had a good time.
Yeah. That's
sorry. I'm done. I can't.
This is too early for you.
I know.
You gotta go to sleep.
I love the mornings. I'm a morning person. If you wake me up, I'm hard and ready and rock steady for a sucking cock time.
Yeah, you are.
Did I say it out loud? Sometimes I say things that I think.
I don't think this episode's going out.
Oh, come on, Andy. I put all my effort into it. On the way over here, I was listening to Olivia Rodrigo, and I was really like, yeah, good for you.
Good for you.
I'm happy as hell. I can't think of
I don't know the lyrics.
I know. You know what? Did you see that TikTok with Jake Paul?
Which one?
Dancing in the rain to Olivia Rodrigo?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the fight?
I am.
It's tonight.
I'm excited.
Hopefully, Andy.
If I do put it down tonight, if I put it on tonight, which I will, I'm excited. Who do you got?
I got Tyron Woodley.
Tyron. Okay.
Only because I'm a hater.
Fine, I'll go Jake Paul just because.
How much you want to bet? We don't have to bet money. We can bet like, if Tyron Woodley wins, you kill yourself. And if Jake Paul wins, then I'll kill myself.
So this might be the last episode. One of us has to, a draw like, fuck.
Fuck.
Fucking shit.
Well, we'll do it together.
No. One.
Damn, dude. Yeah, so we don't have to do like money-wise.
I was all thinking like, how much money do I have in my bank account? I was like, fuck.
I'm thinking like, where's my wallet at?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, fucking shit. I was about to go my Wells Fargo account like, I can bet $2.
You know what though? Like for real. Like Jake Paul has like done some stuff where I'm like, okay, like he's really proven like where I'm like, okay, he is a fighter. So for once, like I'm not like if this was the first fight, I'd be like Tyron Woodley, obviously. But he's done some shit, so are you good?
Yeah. I'm just gonna text someone to put down the music in the house.
No, it's cool. Let it play.
I don't know if they can hear it though, but keep going.
Yeah. So like if it was like one of his Jake Paul's first fights, then I'd be like, okay, like, this motherfucker's gonna lose, this YouTuber. But he's put in the time, he's put in the hours.
Yeah, he has.
And he's proven his point. And he's really legit, like he's trying to be a boxer. So respect. He just came about it the wrong way, but respect. He's actually doing it. So for once I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't know if Tyron Woodley has a chance. But I'm still, this is number 2.
Yeah.
Of the fight. So I'm like,
dude, and I was surprised that he did lose Tyron Woodley because I'm like, he's a good boxer too. Like we've seen him box in the UFC, like box people out.
That's the thing too. He's also a UFC fighter. So like, not only that's the thing though is like, that's the only thing is like a UFC fighter goes to boxing. I feel like it's kind of like, oh shit, like am I gonna get kicked in the face or am I gonna get picked up and dropped? They're like, this is easy, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I just felt like maybe he has a chance. But that one question I have, I don't even know. I saw TikToks and I saw a bunch of this stuff. But have you done any research? Do you know, was the whole contract real where Tyron Woodley wasn't allowed to knock out Jake Paul?
I heard it wasn't, but I don't know.
Yeah, because there's that one in the first fight when he knocks him against the ropes and he doesn't charge him.
Yeah.
Which that would be your perfect time to go after
exactly.
him.
And then
he
kind
of just knocked him and was just like backed up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And then also, I don't know if you saw, but there was the TikTok or not even a TikTok, it's probably just on YouTube or whatever. But there was an interview between Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley like recently. And Jake Paul gifted Tyron Woodley a Rolex.
Really?
You didn't see it?
No.
Oh, wow. That's a first.
So Tyron Woodley gifted Jake.
No. Jake Paul gifted Tyron Woodley a Rolex.
Like it's kind of suspicious, right?
Yeah. And so, but I feel like the first fight was kind of fixed as far as like, okay, like you can't knock him out, and you're going to get this much money. So this fight is kind of like, all right, it's part 2. Like if you really think you can knock out Jake Paul, then fucking go all for it. So I think Jake Paul is kind of doing like all right, man, like, you know, we're going to do this for real, but like everything I'm saying is like a joke, you know, or I'm just trying to like bring money into the fight. So I think during that interview when he gifted him, because when he gifted it to Tyron Woodley and he was like, oh, and like he opened it and he was like, oh, fuck. And he was like, I can't believe this motherfucker's giving me like a Rolex. Yeah. And he gave him a handshake. And even, I can't remember the interview's name. He got fired from UFC, but it's this one dude, whatever. But he was the one interviewing them. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, Jake Paul, you just gifted Tyron Woodley a Rolex. Like, how much is that? And Tyron Woodley was like, it doesn't matter. Like, it don't give a fuck. Like, it's a fucking Rolex. Like, pretty much saying, like, it doesn't matter how much it costs. Like, the fact that this motherfucker just gave me a Rolex, it don't matter if it's $1,000 or like $250,000. Like,
that's
like,
crazy, bro.
And so, like, that was like the adult thing of him. But I don't know if that's Jake Paul being like, hey man, like I'm like everything I was saying I was joking. Like this is like low key, like I was joking. Like here's a Rolex. Like go easy on me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to think that because, like I said, Jake Paul has put in the time. He's put in the hours. Like he's legit training, and you know, and I love the hype he's bringing to a sport that, like I said, I'm a huge UFC fan. So boxing for me is like, you know, I'll watch it if it's like Canelo or
like the big ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like I'm not a big like boxing fan because it's just kind of boring to me. So if you know Jake Paul brings some light to boxing, that's cool. Good for him. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, good job. You're bringing it back. So, So when I saw that, I was like, yeah. You know, I feel like this is his kind of cop out to like maybe be like, hey, like here's a Rolex. Because dude, Tyron Woodley,
good nice on me. Oh.
Yeah, Tyron Woodley legit was like, oh my God, like he's like, dude, I can't believe like someone I hate so much or I don't really like. Yeah, motherfucker, give me a like. I'd be the same way.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Dude, like if I was trying to fight someone and I fucking hate him, I don't care if they like fucked my girl in front of me and they gave me a Rolex, I'd be like, yeah, oh man, you know what? It's okay.
Fuck my girl.
It's okay. You just gave me a $250,000 watch. It's
like,
okay.
Damn, it's fine, dude. Hey, I forgive you. Take her. Yeah. She's really nice. All crazy.
You know what? Good choice.
Good choice.
Hey, good soup.
Dude, yeah, I mean, because we've seen Tyron Woodley go like fist to fist with people. Like he's gone like straight up, like just face to face. Like he's been in some badass
scary.
fights. Exactly.
I always saw him as like the junior. What's his name? Rampage Jackson.
Okay.
I always saw him like the junior version of him.
Okay, I see that.
Like once he left, then Tyron Woodley came in, and I honestly wish Tyron Woodley would come back to UFC.
Yeah, but dude, would you want to get kicked in the face all the time?
Dude, I don't know. I was thinking about that.
But it's true. That was his biggest bag.
Yeah.
Like he made so much fucking money and like boxing just brings in a lot of fucking money compared to the UFC.
Yeah.
And it's really sad because they get their shit kicked. I think just contact sports in general, you should be getting paid like a buttload of fucking money.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you deserve it.
You know what's so funny is when I'm watching fights, I'm like, we are paying to see two people like beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Like we don't care if they kill each other. We don't care if one of them dies.
It's really sad.
Like,
yeah.
And we're like paying all this money.
Well, dude, like when they kick each other and then their leg just, we're like, oh, dude, everybody starts going crazy and it's just like this guy's career probably just ended. Like this probably won't be able to walk right ever again. But we're like, yeah.
Or this guy has like, what is it, CTE? Is that
exactly?
The
the brain damage.
Dude, they're just getting like knocked in the head. Like, and I get it. UFC is a little bit better than boxing because boxing they do the little count. So like you get knocked in the head a couple times and they're like, all right, he can still see the numbers. All right, let's keep it going. Like UFC, they're just like once someone's on the ground and they're just like no longer like responsive. They're just like, all right, stop. They're just like
hammer fist.
Did you watch the recent fights last weekend?
I saw a couple of them where they're like.
Did you watch Sean O'Malley?
No. Oh, he knocked him out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
dude.
So that's the thing. It's really hard, and I totally understand. Like, I would love to get, like, not even, like, a UFC ref. Just, like, someone that's has to stop like fights or something.
Okay.
But like
when do you call it?
Yeah, like dude, like because the Sean O'Malley fight, obviously he was knocking him out, and it like as a spectator, I was like, no, keep going, and they stopped, and I was like, oh fuck, why would you stop it? Like because he was like literally like on the ground, and he was like knocking him out, but the guy was kind of like doing this, and he was like trying to stop it, and he was still responsive. But I guess the ref was just like, no, like this motherfucker's done. Like if you just keep going, he's gonna be dead. So like he stopped it. But like as I was watching, I'm like, oh man, why would you stop it? Like I knew Sean O'Malley. Like at that point, I was like, okay, he won. But like just keep going for the fans' sake. Like give us some entertainment.
I know, dude. It's
like bounce his head on the canvas.
Can you imagine like the ref like when he walked into the fighter walked into the ring, he stepped on his shoes. He's like, I'm gonna let it go on a little longer. Like it's like you have that power. Like he's like, nah, he's still good. I see him protecting him. So he's just like,
yeah. And honestly, being a ref, I totally get it. Like it's really hard. Like you can either stop the fight early and be like, no, like he wasn't responsive, or you can like not stop it, and then everyone's gonna be like, how the fuck are you gonna let that happen? Exactly, like that motherfucker's getting beat up and you didn't stop it. Like, but
you should have stopped a long time ago.
Yeah, but me being like the dark person, I'm like, let that shit go. Like,
let him fight.
If he dies, he dies. Ivan Drago.
I'm
gonna watch Rocky now.
Rocky 4. Great one. I watched Rocky 2 the other day. It was really good too.
I love Rocky.
Yeah.
I can't believe I wish I was born around that time.
Right?
Honestly, if I was born around like how everyone's like all hot on Spider-Man and shit right now.
Don't get me started.
How about the colors?
Oh, dude, that's true. Don't get me started on Spider-Man.
But like the way everyone's all like hot and wet over fucking Spider-Man now, like I would love to be born around the time like Rocky was coming out, because I would legit be there like at fucking 11:50 in the theater waiting for midnight to hit so I could watch Rocky forward.
Did you ever read Sylvester Stallone's story? How he wrote that movie. I don't know if he wrote it or he helped write the movie, but he went to he was poor. He was like a struggling actor.
Rocky was?
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
And so he had written this movie, helped write this movie. And he would go to like movie companies. They're like, we want the movie. We'll give you like, I don't know, $200,000 for the movie. He's like, but I want to star in it. They're like, nah, we'll give you $200,000 for the movie. And we want to do the movie we want to do. He's like, no, sorry, no deal. So he went to like a whole bunch of them, and he was like really poor to the point where he sold his dog, like his favorite dog, for like $25 or something like that to like so he can eat, like, you know, so he can live. So he says that finally, like, I forgot.
just want to cry.
Yeah, dude. So I guess Fox or whoever made the movie were like, fine, we'll make the movie. People offered him like $200,000, $500,000, like, and he said no, like I want to star in it. So they finally came to him. They're like, fine, we'll give you like, I think it was like $20,000. We'll give you $20,000 for the movie script, and you get a star in it. Yeah, so he went right away to go buy his dog back. He paid $1,000 for
that. Made me happy.
Yeah, he paid $1,000 for it, for his dog.
Oh,
yeah, dude. But I would pay anything too.
I would pay anything for my dogs. That's the one thing about dogs is like, dude, like something about dogs. Like when I get home from work, they're the one. That's why, dude. Oh my, I want to cry. But it's like, dude, like when I get home from work, they're the first two people. I'm gonna say they're people. They're human beings. I see a dog as a human being at this point. Yeah. But like when I walk in, those are the first two people that will like greet me. They jump on my legs.
They're like, oh,
like, so happy. You know what I'm saying?
Dad's
like,
home.
Yeah. Like when I get home and the dogs aren't there, like, and my girl, she's just laying on the couch like, it's about time you fucking made it. Like, you know, like the dogs are.
Where your bitch ass been? Like, damn, like I was working.
Yeah, you went from work to here. It said it took you 10 minutes, and it took you 15. Where the fuck those 5 minutes go?
Like, you fucking? You cheating? Like,
yeah, but like the dogs, they don't give a fuck, dude. Like as soon as you show up, they're like, I don't care how long you've been gone. Like, I'm glad you're here. You know, and they go all crazy, and I fucking love that, dude. So that's why, like, when I hear like stories where like people have to sell their dogs or something because they need money, I'm like, dude, I'll give you money. Just keep the dog. Trust me. Like, that's the one thing, dude. Like, I could go through a breakup. I could go through a divorce. I could go through like someone getting murdered or like someone dying. As long as I have my dogs, like, dude, like they have so much love to give. And they don't know, like that's the fucked up part is like when they like piss inside or something like on accident or they do like a little some. I get mad at them for like a split second. I'm like, all right, you know what? Like, I get it. You know, if I had to pee too, I'd pee on the wall. I'd pee on the
if
couch.
I could.
If I could, without getting, in trouble. Yeah.
So he bought his dog back, and he fucking got an Academy Award, and it won like Best Picture. Like, dude. So like his life completely fucking turned around from that movie.
Rocky makes me cry.
Yeah, he stayed persistent about it too. Like he was like, no, like I'm gonna star in this movie. I'm gonna star in it, and yeah.
Dude, when I was in the Army, I had a Rocky poster, and I think it was Rocky 2, and it was him and it was a black and white one, and it was him and Adrian, like walking off in the distance.
Yeah.
And people would come over and like, why do you have a Rocky poster? And I was like, have you not seen the movie? And and people would be like, what the fuck? And I'd be like, and they'd be like, oh, like, yeah, I like Rocky. And like for me, it was more of like people saw it as like a action movie or like a fighting movie or something.
Yeah, nah.
And I saw it as like a drama. Like, dude, like you don't know what this guy went through. Like he went from nothing to something in in one fight. Like this motherfucker like made it. Like he lived. Like he did like that movie was like what everyone's trying to do right now.
Yeah,
everyone's trying to do that one thing to make them like overnight. And so when I saw that movie, I was like, oh, dude, like,
and then like the whole trilogy, like he goes from like being dirt poor to like fucking rich to like being dirt poor again. Like, you see like everything he struggled. You actually, I think that's like one of the first movies where you see what happens when you get hit in the head too much too.
Yeah, that's a true one. Like
he like got fucked up in the movie, and then he had like PTSD from like getting hit so hard by Ivan Drago. Like, dude, like it's like. And then you get Creed. I love Creed too.
I love Creed.
Yeah, and dude,
anything that Sylvester Stallone is in, I'll watch it because I respect him for doing like the whole like bringing out all that stuff. Like, and that's true. Like back in the day, no one gave a fuck about PTSD or like
CTE,
all that stuff. Like no one gave a fuck. So he was like, oh shit. He's like, damn. Like while people box, they also get CTE. Like. They have these issues after the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
So he brought it to light, and so I respect that. So like I was like, well, that's true. I never thought about that. Like someone getting knocked in the head so many times, like they're gonna have some issues.
Yeah,
they're not gonna be normal. They're gonna win the fight. Yeah. They're gonna lose the war.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, I mean, I love those fucking movies. I don't think Marley has. I think we even have. I have like the trilogy, like the 3 of them. I don't know. It's on there, but Marley hasn't seen the second or the third one. So, and it's weird because I took her to see Creed 2, but she has never seen Creed 1.
Oh, okay. See, and that I think I've mentioned it before. I don't know. But I remember when I first joined the Army, my first duty station, it was so depressing. I had like no Wi-Fi, no nothing. Yeah. All I had was my laptop, and I had 3 movies. I had Grandma's Boy, I had The Notebook, and I had the Rocky box set. Nice. I don't know if I said it before, but yeah, I had the whole box set. And like I would watch, legit, I would watch The Notebook, I'd watch the Rocky box set to be like, all right, like, no matter if you came from here or here, like if you're depressed or whatever, like this will help you. And then I would finish it off just to make myself happy with Grandma's Boy.
So you would like cry and then you'd be all motivated and then you'd be high and funny.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's good. That's a good combination.
Yeah. That's just what I do. That's my mixology.
Your mixology?
Give me a kiss. I don't care if you. Yeah, if anyone's wondering why we're posting so late, it's because Andy was sick.
Yeah,
you sick fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Way to go! Way to get sick, Andy. Dude, we got a business to run, and it's like, oh, I'm sick. I can't do a podcast.
Do you want to get sick with me?
I don't give a fuck, dude.
Oh, okay.
I don't give a fuck. You could spit in my mouth. You could throw up into my mouth. That's probably gonna make me throw up.
I was like,
but what I'm saying is, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Okay, I'll call you next time.
This show has to go on.
So
if you're dead or alive, it has to go on.
It's just me.
We'll do a weekend at Bernie's.
Like, hey, Andy, what do you think?
I want to watch that movie so bad.
Oh, you're okay. You're doing
I'll
good.
be like a puppet.
Yeah, dude, I got a fucking cold, and like I was like. Horrible.
It wasn't COVID, guys.
No, it was not COVID.
He got tested right away.
Twice.
Yeah.
Dude, I got tested twice. So
in the mouth and in the butt.
Yeah, it was good. I never go to the doctor for one. Like I've never been to the doctor in America.
Same.
Like I've been to a doctor in Mexico when I was like a baby.
Dude, like, I've gone to the doctor and they tell me something's wrong with me. I'm like, see, this is why I don't go to the doctor. Because then I found out something's wrong with me.
Yeah, so I never go. But like I was legit feeling that bad. I told my wife, I was like, Marley, I was like, hey, like, can you call like she was in the at work.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, can you call urgent care? Like, she's like, I don't feel so good. I can't breathe.
Martin's like, you don't call urgent care. You just go in.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
No, you need an appointment now. You can't. You can't just show up.
What the fuck's the point of urgent?
You have to be like dying now. Like, it's weird. Yeah. You have to have an appointment. I went in. They're like, well, can you come back at 5?
What is it? Eyesight, life, or limb?
What?
Like, unless you're losing your eyesight, or your life is like you're dying, or like you lose, like you cut off your arm or something, like that's the only reason you should go in there.
Yeah.
But what the fuck, dude? Urgent care is, it says in the name, it's urgent.
Yeah, exactly.
And like everyone has a different definition, which, you know, shout out to all the health workers. Because
yeah, fuck yeah.
I could never, dude. Like, if someone comes in like, oh man, I have this thing in the back of my head, and they're like, sir, it's a headache. I know, but like, I just want to make different. Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah. So I went and like, he's like, did you take a COVID test already? I was like, yeah, I did. It came back negative. He's like, let me just take one again. He's like, you have all the symptoms of COVID. I'm like, okay. So he did a really good one and like still came back negative. Took like a x-ray of like he was like, okay, maybe you have pneumonia or something with your lungs. And he checked it. He's like, no, like you're fucking fine. You're healthy. It's just you have a cold. So he gave me like all this like medication just to get better. But I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I was like, I felt worse this time when I actually had COVID.
That's what's annoying too, is like now, like especially now, we're at the point where like COVID's like, it's still a thing, but it's like, it's like the flu or something, you know?
Yeah.
But like the fact that when you go to a doctor, they're just like, oh, it has to be COVID. Like you have all the symptoms. It's like, or I just have the symptoms of like the flu or the cold or something, like the common cold or common flu. But you guys want to refer back to like COVID. Like, no, I don't have that. So like, and honestly, I feel bad because right away when you told me like, dude, I don't feel good, I text you and I was like, Is it COVID part 2?
Yeah.
You're like, no, I got tested negative. I was like, okay. So I feel bad. Like, I get it. Everyone, right away, when someone gets sick, you obviously think like, okay, it's COVID.
And I do feel bad because like you go out or something. Like I went to Walmart, like I started coughing because I had a cough. And then they're like, oh shit, he's got COVID. I'm like, no, like, I'm good. Like, I swear, it's just a cold. But dude, good times. Fuck, dude. But I'm better now. And I was miserable for like 4 days.
Yeah, I know. I messaged you and like you were just like, dude, I don't feel good. And I was like, God damn.
Yeah,
like,
I missed work. Like I hate fucking missing work. And then like
all I was thinking was like the podcast, like it's gonna go from between me and you to between Jordan, me and I. Yeah. I was like, how are we gonna keep this thing going? You know, it's really doing good. So
he's like,
you're about to leave.
We're about to. Yeah, he's like, he's done. Like
I was gonna be like, oh, Andy. Oh, did I hit you? Yeah, I'm sorry. I was like, oh, Andy passed away. I'm like, welcome back to another episode of Between Me and You.
You just get my brother something like.
Oh no, I'll just do it myself.
Oh okay.
I don't have to split money.
You're gonna have 2 solo fucking podcasts.
Hell yeah! Oh fuck it, hell yeah, dude. I'll make a third one.
A third one just between me and you.
Between me.
Oh.
Hurry up and die, dude.
Okay.
Come on, Andy. Stop being selfish.
I'll try my best.
Why are you trying to live?
All right, my bad.
I'm sorry, dude. Okay, the other day I listened to a podcast, and like it's always been like a comedic podcast. And there was one episode I was listening to, and I was like, and like it was a bit. It was like a long, like hour and a half, like bit they were doing, where one of the guys was like, "Dude, I don't know," like, and it's what happened was they only have like 90 episodes, so like I went back, so I caught up to the point where it was like COVID time for them.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, so one of the comedians, I don't want to say it because it's a really good podcast, and so they were, it's called Bad Friends. Okay. It's with Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee. It's really fucking good, dude. I mean, that thing will make my day. Like, it'll turn me around. Like, I'll fucking laugh so hard. And I honestly, like, I feel the same way, like, with us. Like, when I listen to the episode, I was like, okay. Yeah, like, Between Me and You kind of has that same, like, the vibe and everything. So, when I was listening to it, like, Bobby Lee was like, man, you know, like, and he's like, you know, it's COVID time. He's like, I can't do stand-up. I can't, you know, act in this and this. He's like, I'm so depressed. And, like, I was listening to it, and I'm like, dude, I was like, and like, I wanted to change it because I was like, I'm so, like, I want to fucking kill.
Sad.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to kill myself right now. Like, he's right. He's like, because he's like talking about like, oh man, he's like, you know, we're in COVID times, and you know, I have nothing. Like, what am I here for? And Andrew Santino, he's a redhead, and he's just like. He's like, dude, what are you talking about? He's like, we have a podcast. He's like, you're a famous comedian. You do acting. He's like, you have so much to live for. He's like, yeah, but, you know, during this time, like, what am I really doing? And I was like,
damn.
And, like, it like, got deep in my head where I was like, That's so true. Like everything we do, like even if we like be successful, it's like, and he was like, "What's the point?" And I was like, it got to the point where I was driving to work and I was like, I'll drive off into the river.
You're on a bridge. You're like, all right, like, damn.
Yeah, and that episode really hit me. But like, it was one of those ones where it was like, dude, fuck this episode. But at the same time, it's like, it was a good reality check.
Yeah.
So I was just like, when you were telling me you were sick, I was like, what's the point? Why are we doing this podcast? Why are you trying to stay healthy? Just die, Andy. Come on.
Just do it. Make us all happy and die.
No, dude, honestly, if you died, I'd probably go right after you because I can't live without you.
I can't live without you, Jordan.
I'm being true. I'm being sincere.
Me too.
No, all jokes aside.
I know.
Stop laughing.
I'm not laughing. You're making
Why are you laughing?
Because you made me laugh. Like, stop
Andy,
laughing. Okay, what?
I'm being serious.
I know, me too.
If you passed away,
you better not die.
I would. If you died, I would die inside.
This might be the last episode.
Welcome to another episode of Between Me and I. Andy can't be here right now.
He's dead. Like,
if a light turns off, I'll be like, Andy, that's Andy.
That's Andy.
That's Andy. Thanks for making your appearance.
Just like, hey, would you feel scared?
No, dude, I want to be haunted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If I just came after you your whole life?
Yeah, I would love to. Like I would do like if I'm doing a podcast and like my phone gets picked up and thrown across the room, like, Andy, come on, dude.
Come on.
I'm doing a podcast. Don't be so selfish.
You know how it used to be. Like, remember when you were alive?
The pen just picks up and starts writing like fuck you. And I'm just like, come on, Andy.
It's a grown podcast.
Yeah, why you gotta do this shit?
Oh shit, dude. You want to take a quick break?
I'm down to take a quick break.
Cool. We'll be right back, guys. You look like the Mexican Terminator. El Terminator. Terminator.
But all I do
Ven conmigo si quieres vivir.
All I do is exterminate cucarachas.
You're good. That's good.
Can I get my other beer, please?
Oh, yeah.
How dare you take it away from me? No one puts baby in the corner.
It's just because you're getting all covered up with your like.
Come on, Andres.
You're getting all covered up.
All right,
I want people to see your beautiful face.
It doesn't matter. You fucking put the between me and you fucking logo in front of me.
Now.
No, fuck that.
It's all small.
After watching the episodes, I'm like, anything I wear doesn't matter because you cover it with the logo.
You're like, where was I?
It's like, remember the Monsters Inc. When he's like, I'm in this commercial. I'm in this commercial.
Right there.
And it covers him, and Sully's like, oh man, I'm sorry. He's like, did you see me?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh okay. Like you're okay with being
like,
covered by the logo.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Cheers, Andy.
Oh, cheers.
All right, what's next?
Current events. So
current events.
I saw this shit and like I thought this was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Let's hear it.
That said, California is gonna get rid of the grades of D and an F.
Wait, what?
So there's gonna be no such thing as a D and an F anymore. If I read it correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, but they are not gonna do the grading system of D's and F's anymore.
Oh yeah, I thought you said graves. I was like
graves, grades.
So if you're Daniel Fernandez, it's Annual Hernandez now.
Like,
I thought I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, they're getting rid of D's and F.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. So I guess you just can't fail school in California anymore.
You lucky motherfuckers, dude.
Or
I'd be a.
I don't know if a C is an F now, which
okay.
I guess then that would suck because now you only have an A or a B.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Okay, so I get what you're saying. So now it could either be like you're either failing. Which because like D was almost like, hey, like it was kind of like an alert, like, hey, you're failing, you might want to pick this up. By the time you had an F, it's like, dude, you're too late.
That's it.
Like you're fucked. So now if you just have A, B, C, C is pretty much like D. Like, hey, if you have a C, like, bro, you might want to pick this up because you're failing. And then if you have B or A, you're good. So it kind of like shortens that, which is kind of good because then it like lets people know like, oh fuck, I really need to get on my shit.
Or it's just you just can't fail anymore,
dude. If that's the case, where it's like if it's like, oh, you either have like 100% or 80% or you have a 70% and like there's no failing, you're fucked. You're so fucked because all that happens is like after that, then you go into the real world and it's just like, you do like a half decent job, like construction or something. They're like, dude, get the fuck out of here. You're fired. You're like, no, but I tried at least. And I tried at least. It's like, I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, this house is unstable. Like, the minute someone the minute someone like breathes on this house, it fucking gonna fall over. It's like, yeah, but I tried.
Yeah,
and that's all it is. It's like it's really like hurting kids, if anything.
Yeah,
like it's showing them like, yeah, do your bare minimum, and even that is okay.
Exactly.
Like, do the best you can, and even that is like, oh, okay, well that's fucking like you're terrible, but we'll push up to a C.
I can't imagine how crazy it's gonna be when we have kids.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna beat the shit out of them.
5 to 10 years from now, like when we have kids,
my kid's gonna call the cops on me so many times. He's yelling at me.
He's yelling. Oh, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, like, I don't know. I really hope, and that's the thing too. Is like that's a good point.
You got hit as a kid, right?
Oh,
yeah, right. Okay.
I got hit, kicked, thrown, drowned.
I don't think that's disciplining your kid. Oh,
I'm just kidding. I love you, mom and dad. They're like, oh, you want to spill coffee on the table?
Waterboarded? Like, what? Who the fuck was your parents?
Yeah, dude, I was in fucking Afghanistan for a week when I was 10 years old.
They just sent you over there as a punishment?
Dude, I've heard some podcasts where like like some white people, like once again, this is some white people shit, like sounds about white. White people would like their dad was like strong, like in the military, like, my grandpappy did it, I did it, your brother, your uncle did it, I did it, and so there was like a podcast with this guy, like he obviously joined the military, but like when he was like thinking about he was like 10 years old and his dad sent him to like Panama, and he was like part of the Panama army, and he was like doing like airborne school. And
at 10?
At 10 years old, he's like, I would go to school, and then like during summer break, I'd go to the army in Panama.
What the?
I think it was on.
Fuck, dude.
I don't know that. I think it's called. It's the one with the Black Rifle Coffee guys. What's the name? Matt Best and all them. They have their own podcast. I can't remember the name. Clear. Oh fuck, I can't remember the name. But they were talking about it, and they had him on, and he's like, and they're like, so when you went to like actual like U.S. Army like airborne school, like were you okay? He's like, oh, that was a piece of cake. He was like, at that point, I was like 21. He's like, I had done it so many times. He's like, I would just get there and I'd be like, all right, yeah, I know, do this, do that. And like,
that is his dad was
so.
Dude.
Anyways, going back to the whole thing, but yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of my kids. I'm gonna send them to Panama. They're fucking. I'm gonna drown them.
Panama Army.
I'm gonna drown them. I'm gonna pull them up. Like, see, if I wasn't here, you'd be dead right now. So you're welcome.
I saved you.
Yeah, you're welcome for your parents. Anyways.
And did you get a C? Yeah, well, I just thought that was super fucking crazy because I remember getting a D and like I was like, oh, fuck. But now I guess kids don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah,
and do you think... So I don't know if you read the article, but like just off the title, do you think it's nowadays with the whole like we don't want kids to think that they're like failures?
I don't know because
like, what do you think it is?
Off the record, I have friends that were teachers and
oh yeah, me too.
That said that the school district pretty much told them, like especially during COVID, which is understandable but still kind of sucks, that if your kid had a B, let's say, and during COVID he just started failing, he didn't start turning in assignments and stuff, he's never gonna get lower than a B.
Because of COVID.
Oh my God. So like he's like, if he doesn't come to the virtual class, like, okay, cool. Like you're still gonna get a B, like no matter what. But of course they're not gonna tell the kids that. They told the teachers that. But they told them like, yeah, you just can't fail this kid. Mm-hmm. Like if they have an F, they can go up to an A, or if they have a B, they can go up, but they can't go lower than what they had.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, so
I know some people that were in college and during COVID time, and they got lucky because all they needed was these few classes and they were hard, and somehow they passed them because of COVID.
Yep.
And luckily during COVID time, they were in class and they got their degree and they didn't know shit. And somehow they passed the class. And now they have a degree because of COVID.
I feel like you're talking about me.
Thank you, COVID.
Hey, I feel like you're talking about me,
COVID.
But I just passed one class.
I was gonna mention you, but
I didn't get a degree.
I didn't know. But you passed the class.
But I passed the class,
dude. If I was,
but you actually had to do your work. I did my work.
Yeah, but like, yeah, you could do the work, but you could write A, B, C, D, E, F, and they're like, all right, well, it's during COVID time, so we'll pass it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you turn something in, they're like, all right, A, all right, A.
I hope. No, but I'm talking about elementary schools that they were telling us.
I know, but I'm just thinking like the kids that were like,
it must have been like
their
everybody.
last year.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, thank fucking God. Like, can you imagine like people in college, like,
that's true.
During COVID time, they're like, oh man, I'm fucking failing this class and this class, and then COVID hits, and they're like, you know what, just send in a paper with your name on it, with you some stuff written on it, and like you'll pass. And they're like, oh my God, thank goodness. And like all they knew was that last year, and they graduate.
That's true.
There's so many people that graduate during COVID times that shouldn't probably have. And because of COVID, like it was a new thing for us. It was like, it's a new year. It's like, all right, cool. Like they turned in something. Like let's give it to them. Like, they can't come into class. This Zoom shit. Like we're barely trying to figure it out. I don't know what to do. So good for them. So
it was a crazy.
I'm not hating on them. I'm just like, yo, you guys got fucking lucky. And on my dumbass, like when that happened, I dropped out of school. Weapon.
Oh no, I'm just playing with my laptop.
Dude, stop playing with yourself.
Sorry.
Come on, Andy. It's too early in the morning.
It's too early.
But no, yeah. So my dumbass, like when COVID hit, I backed out. I was like, okay, well, like I need to be in school. I need to physically be in class. Like I can't do the Zoom shit. So I was like, all right, well, I'm out. And actually, the other day I was at work, and some kid came in, and I saw him. I was like, didn't we go have a class together? And he was like, oh, what's up, man? And I was like, hey, did you ever pass that class? He's like, oh, actually, I graduated. I was like, my bad.
Perdón.
I was like,
sorry.
Yeah. Oh. All right, And at that point, I was like, I'm a fucking loser. So I graduated school, and I'm over here, on the
working hard.
Register. Yeah. And this guy's over here with his girlfriend and living a good life and graduated from college. Suck my dick, William.
You have a girlfriend.
You were a good friend.
You have a girlfriend.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Fuck that guy. Always trying to rub my face like, oh, I know Jordan works at, this hardware store. I'm gonna go give him some money. He needs help. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Hey,
he gave me
no,
fuck that.
Hey, it's fine. It's fine. You're good. You won.
Right.
You won.
Right. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Will.
You won. Sorry, Will. I'm gonna be laughing. That's his real name too. Then, you had one current event before we go even crazier.
Fuck current events, dude. It's all about living in the now. Why do we bother? Why are we doing this podcast?
It's a current event. Oh,
I know, but
it is a now.
What are we living for? What's the plan?
Dude,
what's the end goal?
Nothing.
Once you reach it, you need another goal. And what are we living for at this point? It's like playing video games and
Are you okay, Jordan?
No.
You need to stop drinking, dog. Give me this shit.
All right, my current event is, I know a lot of you guys have been hearing about it. It's the truck driver. So I heard some stuff. I heard like pieces in here and there, and I was like, man, fuck that. So like my girl actually pointed out like, hey, like you see this one about this truck driver that, his brakes. So what happened was his brakes failed, and he killed a family of 4. I want to say,
yeah,
he killed a family, and it was not his fault. He didn't do it intentionally. He had faulty like brakes, and so he rammed into this family, and they all passed away. R.I.P. to them, like legit. Like it breaks my heart just talking about it because it's so fucked up. But then a lot of people. So obviously this guy got, it was in Colorado. This guy got, I think, like 110 years.
Yeah, 110. Yeah,
in life in prison and shit. And a lot of people right now are comparing it to like this white kid that was a school shooter in like a different state, and they're comparing it to like other people in like different states, like different scenarios,
like murderers and things
like
that,
people legit like they meant to do it. And so when I first heard it, my girl was like, "Oh, it's because he's Mexican. If he was white, like it would be like this." And it's like I totally see it, and I get it. There's so many cases where that's the case, where a white kid's this white boy is a school shooter, and he only and he pleads insanity or something, so he gets put in like an insane asylum.
Yeah,
and then this black guy is a school shooter, and it's like no, he's gonna be in prison for the rest of his life, and it's just like one of those things. But in this case, what happened was after I did more research, so the crime that he committed in Colorado, where his brakes were faulty and he rammed into a family and killed them all. In Colorado, it's a law that any it's not verbatim. It's not like word for word.
Yeah.
But like in Colorado, there's a law like if that happens, like truck drivers where they kill someone, automatic 110 years in prison.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So it was one, and I, after doing more research, like the judge was even like, dude, like, I'm sorry, like, I know you didn't mean it. Even the family that passed away, they're like, no, we don't blame you. Like, you know, like everyone was like, dude, like, we get it. Like it happens. It's one of those things. But because the law, like the judge was like, dude, I'm sorry, but like, you know, if I let you go, then we got to change the law pretty much and all this stuff. So this guy's getting like 110 years. But as of now, like so many people are pulling for like there's like, you know, supposedly like all the truck drivers in Colorado right now are like stopping on the freeways.
Yeah, they're not going into Colorado.
Yeah, but but what's funny though is because I was in Colorado for a while, and I have a buddy that's stationed in Colorado right now, and someone posted it, and he's like, well, what I heard, and it's a real thing. He's like, what I heard is like the truck drivers aren't driving because the winds are so bad right now because of the wintertime that they can't drive because they'll get tipped over. And that was a thing. When I was in Colorado, like truck drivers, if the winds were so bad, it would tip them over. Yeah. Because like the winter storms, like the snow and all that shit. So, or like even just driving on the freeway was terrible for them.
Yeah, makes sense.
So he's like, yeah, maybe some people are stopping for this guy, like to kind of point out, like, hey, like we're not gonna move until this guy gets out of prison. But he's like, most of them are just stopping because the winds are so bad in the wintertime that they're like, this is what we normally do in the winter. Like we pull over to the side because otherwise, if we're fucking driving, we're gonna get tipped over.
Yeah.
So I don't know, dude. It's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know, like what side to believe or and like I said, I've been in Colorado, so I get that point. But it's also very fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
And really honestly, sad. And like as much like I'm probably gonna get hate for this because I've told my girl and she got mad at me. But it's one of those things where it's like, I'm sorry, but the guy was in the wrong place, wrong time. Like if he did that in Texas or California where that wasn't a law, he'd be good. You know, they'd be like, okay, like it wasn't your fault. The truck, you know, the brakes went out. You know, we'll sue like whoever made the brakes or whatever, the truck driving company, whatever. Like, but you're good. But the fact that he was in Colorado, and another thing I heard was that he was, it was like when he was like on the first time on the job.
Yeah, he was brand new.
Yeah, and so a lot of people were like, why the fuck would you put a brand new person in Colorado during the wintertime as a truck driver, like long hours in the snow, like so much shit. Like you literally this guy went 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
Well, yeah. So I also heard that he had a really bad lawyer, that the lawyer was like pretty much like a pro bono type lawyer, like. Didn't help out at all. That was one thing.
He couldn't afford his own, or he couldn't afford like
I mean, I'm pretty sure he just started a job, so that was one thing. Another thing that I told my dad's a truck driver, so I asked him, I'm like, well, isn't it his responsibility to check the brakes, to make sure that the brakes are still good? He's like, yes, it is, because that's
preventative maintenance.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, before every trip, you have to make sure like from A to B, everything is fucking good, like your whole truck. But he's like, dude, those mountains in Colorado are fucking huge. Dude, yes. You're coming down, your brakes overheat and give out. Like that, it happens a lot. And he's like, yeah, like, and this guy's inexperienced for one. And then also have you seen those runaway ramps?
Yeah, the pounds of like dirt or like the
that you like
seek
into.
Yeah. So if your brakes fail or something when you're on a hill, there's like on the side of the road, there's like a pound, like a mound of dirt or like rocks or something that you can crash into to stop you. Yeah. Right? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah. Well, it's like soft sand. I've seen it from San Diego. Yeah, it's like soft sand. Yeah. So you like run into it and then you're pretty much your truck just like lands into it.
Yeah. You pretty much hurt yourself before you hurt anyone else.
Yeah, exactly. So
those fucking things will demolish anything.
Oh yeah,
it's
dude.
Fucking insane.
I mean, especially like the gas tank ones. That's like a bomb. It's just driving by.
It's crazy that we have that. Like how do they not like fly it, like transport it?
Yeah, right.
Like,
exactly.
These motherfuckers, like human beings are controlling like a whole thing of fluid, like gas.
Yeah, dude, you're a bomb. Like any little fucking accident, you're killing yourself and other people. Yeah. Like, but it's a very sad situation. Like it wasn't preventative in that way, but it did suck that he wasn't experienced. And then that his job was like, you're from Arizona? Cool, let's go to Colorado. I don't know if he's from Arizona, but from what I know, from what I know,
wasn't from there.
Yeah, from what I know, he's not from there. So very sad situation. I guess we'll see. But there has been a whole bunch of petitions. I guess he got a new lawyer. They're gonna try to fight it, so hopefully something happens. Because I know he's still probably gonna get some jail time.
Yeah, he will, but not 100.
Maybe not 100.
And I think like I watched the thing and it was so heartbreaking, man. He was crying and he's like, "You guys are giving me 110 years. Like you might as well just fucking kill me." Yeah. And I'd be the same way. Like if someone told me like, "Hey, you're gonna be in prison for 110 years for some bullshit," I'd be like, "Just kill me now."
Yeah, dude.
If that's the case, just kill me now. I don't want to live my life in prison. You know, getting raped, or it might be fun. I don't know.
Oh my god.
But like just going through all that shit, like being in like solitary confinement. Is that in solitary confinement?
No.
What's the word?
Solitary confinement is when you're like by yourself.
That's what I mean, dude. When you're in prison, I don't give a fuck. You're pretty much by yourself. You're around a bunch of people that you don't want to be around. Yeah. So you're pretty much by yourself. So fuck that, dude. Like if someone was like, "All right, you're getting 110 years," I'm like, "Just kill me now."
Yeah, exactly.
Just
do
the deed. Put me out of my misery.
Yeah.
So,
dude, that's crazy.
like, and he was like crying, like, "I'm so sorry." And that's a fucked up thing too. Is like the judge felt bad. The family that passed away, they're like, "Dude, like we get it, like." You didn't mean to do this. Yeah. And like, we don't want any harm. Like, we don't want you in prison. We don't want you in jail. Nothing. And like, just the law of Colorado was, if a truck driver happens to kill someone, automatic 110 years. Yeah. And I'm at the point where I totally get it. It's one of those things that's like, that's the law. Like, it's written in black and white, and it's like, well, if we change it for this guy, then we got to change it for everyone. If that's the case, then we got to change the whole fucking law. Yeah. Because then you have other circumstances where you have a motherfucker that was like, deprived of sleep, and he was just like trying to stay awake so he could, get as many hours as he can to get more money. Or you have people that are drunk driving, like truckers, or hopped up on drugs. Because I feel like most truck drivers are on drugs. No. They have to be. No, not your dad. Then most truck drivers. But like, I feel like most have to do, like, that's a crazy fucking job. Yeah. Like, I drive from here to San Diego, and that's about a good 2-hour drive. And I wish I was on drugs. These motherfuckers drive like cross country. Yeah, dude. And
like in a day, like not in a day, like
at least 2 or 3 days. Yeah. When like a normal person, it'd take like fucking a week or some shit. Yeah. And they make it because they try to cash or whatever. Like, hey, if you make it from this, if you make it in 3 days, we'll give you this much money. Whatever. So like, I totally get it. So like, there is the law makes sense. Like in Colorado, like maybe there's someone that's like, oh, I need more money, so I'm gonna push through like my sleepiness or whatever. And like, that's on you. Like, you fucked up. You shouldn't have done that. Yeah. But this motherfucker, like, it's his first time on the job. They sent him to like one of the craziest places. Like, I used to watch. Remember that show,
Ice Truckers?
Yeah, dude. Oh my, dude, I watched that show. Scary. And I get so much anxiety just from watching them. Like, how the fuck? And like, there'd be episodes where like, hey, it's my first time on the job. Before this, I used to do construction, and now I'm a truck driver. But like, if I just make this shipment, I'll get like $5,000. Yeah, dude. In a 1 hour trip. Yeah. And that's the thing is like, you make so much money, but it's such a dangerous job.
Oh yeah, dude.
So yeah, I feel for this guy, and like, I really hope. That's another thing too is like, we were talking about it at work. And I was like, and they were like, you see those TikToks where they're trying to like pull together for this guy? And I'm like, you know what? Nowadays, the way I see it is like, if you can make a case on TikTok, it might work out in your favor. Dude, TikTok is the new they're the new fucking OJ Simpsons, No,
they're the new the Unsolved Mysteries. Like
yeah, that's true. Yeah. They're the ones that like, all right, well,
dude, they'll find anybody.
Dude, oh my good. That's what I love. There's some accounts where it's like, it'll be like a quick like clip of something, and you'll just see a girl or a guy, and then so many comments like, who's the girl, who's the guy, or whatever. And like, there'll be one fucking person, their whole account is dedicated to just finding who that person is. Yeah, and dude. they do so much research. I don't know how the fuck they do. I don't even know where to start. I'm like, yo, if anyone goes missing, go to TikTok. They're gonna fucking help you.
Dude, I saw one that's like, it was like a Karen or something, like someone being racist on camera. And then they're like, can anyone find this? And like, I found him. Then I click on the video in the comments, and then he's like, hey, Janice from Kentucky, that works at CVS on Pacific or whatever. They're like, oh shit. You're right?
Busted.
But
this shit busted.
But they found everything about her. They're like, we know you, like, work here. Like, everyone go send a message to CVS and tell her that you have a racist, like, person working for you. And I'm just like, damn.
I know, dude. It makes me so cautious. Like, when I do things now, I'm like,
damn.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, like I need to be careful because, dude, yeah, I've seen some where like, God, I need to stop drinking. It's Saturday. What time is it?
It's like 10 now.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Doing better than last time.
Hey, I got drunk later now. Like, damn.
I'm on the road to recovery. But no, yeah, dude, like I see some and I'm like, man, I gotta watch. Like, especially now that I see more of what is it, like was Horrible Drivers, the trouble in
dude, like the Yuma crappy
page?
drivers.
Yeah, dude. When I see that, dude, there's so many times where I'm driving and I'll get to a light where it's green, but I see the traffic building up, so I'm like, I don't want to be the person stuck like in the middle of the road.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, I don't want to be on fucking crappy drivers of Yuma or some shit. Yeah, dude. So
you know your friends are gonna tag you like, what are you doing, Jordan? Like,
yeah, exactly. They know. So when I see that, I'm like, oh. So and I fucking hate that it's like that, but it's good though. It makes people like more aware of
accountable.
Like, I don't want to. Exactly, accountable. I don't want to be on fucking Facebook highlighting some shit. And like I said, some stuff on that page is like they park a little crooked. Like I get it, man. Like I see it at fucking the hardware store I work out. Like they fucking. It's old people, it happens. Yeah. That's why I park in the back, because I'm like, I don't want no one to ding my shit.
Dude, for real.
I just know, like, that's the thing is, like, people need to know, like, their area, where they're going, like, the type of people that's going to be there. It's like, just fucking be aware. Like, I'm that type of person. Like, I pull up and I'm like, all right, a lot of, mostly old people, mostly people that don't give a fuck about their cars come here. So I'm going to park in that way back.
I'm going to go back there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Cool.
So should I suck your dick now or?
Let's wait. We got like 10 more minutes.
All right. Yeah.
Can you wait?
Oh, I'm craving dick.
I just really have to. Let's take another break.
Oh, yo, real quick, because I was looking at your shirt and you mentioned it during the break. So like, we didn't plan this at all. I just put these on because I'm sorry, Andy. I apologize to you and I apologize to the podcast. I was late. You gave me a time and I was late and I apologize. I'm calling myself out and I should be better. In the new year, we're going to do it. The next episode, we're going to do a New Year's resolution. We're going to do a Christmas episode. So we're going to talk about like things we should work on. And I'm going to say this right now. Like I need to be better on being on time because I apologize. Yes. So real quick, I legit came here in the shit. I fell asleep and I wore a cozy big sweater and I got my sleeping pants, and they somehow match. We did not plan this.
I was like, let me borrow your pants really quick, and then he saw down and then looked at my phone. He's like, what the hell?
Match with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Andy. I apologize. Okay. And on the way over here, I was like, what the? You legit? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm being honest. Can I be honest on this episode?
No.
Can I be honest on the podcast?
Yeah, what's up?
Can I be honest?
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So you text me and I thought you were mad at me.
Oh, no.
Were you mad at me?
No, I'm just like, I got shit to do.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like when you text me, if you don't text me emojis or like, I got shit to do, LOL.
And that's what
you text me and I was like, oh, Andy's mad at me. And like, I was like, all right, baby, like I'm out. And she's like, what's wrong? I was like, Andy's mad at me. I was like, I fucked up.
I feel like, and then that's why I feel like I need a call. Because it's just like, because texting.
My mom does the same thing, dude. Like, I'll be like, hey, Mom, I'm sorry I'm a little late, but I'm on my way. And she'll be like, okay. I get there and she's like, what's up? And I'm like, oh, I read this wrong.
It's hard.
So, yeah, messages mess me up. But yeah, so I was coming over and I was like, oh, dude. I'm like,
he's going to yell at me.
Dude, the whole way I was like, oh, man, Andy's mad at me.
Like, shit. Go pick a switch outside. Right when you walk in. Like, oh shit. Hey, just like, huh? Go get it off the tree, Jordan, right now. Like, oh fuck.
All I could find is a shoe. That'll do.
Oh shit.
I was so scared. Like coming over here, I was like, oh man, my dad. Don't drink it.
Okay.
You're not gonna like it.
I'm probably not.
You ever had coffee in Kahlua? You know what? This is my first time doing this actually.
Really?
Yeah. My mom has a friend fucking back in the woods some fucking where. No, legit. Like she went out to like the fucking like the fucking woods and like she met this one lady and her husband and she was like, oh, like I make my own like alcohol. So she made like Kahlua or like that's like a version of it. And so this morning I woke up. So last night I had a crazy night. I watched Goodfellas. Thank you for giving me your HBO Max, by the way.
No problem.
Because, dude, like so today was the first day I had off, like in a long time. So I was like, dude, last night I was like, I'm gonna stay up late. I'm gonna watch movies, and for some reason I wanted to watch Goodfellas. I love that fucking
It's on there?
movie. On HBO Max? Yeah.
It is.
So I looked it up and I was like, oh, fuck. So I don't have an account. So I hit up Andy and Andy's like, you know what? Here's my account. So he let me log in. So I was watching it last night. So I was watching the movie and I was drinking like glasses of whiskey and I was having a good old time. I fucking love that movie so much. I love when I watch movies and I feel like I'm in the movie. Yeah. So I feel like just drinking some whiskey. Little fun fact. I didn't know this, but Frank Sinatra, he used to drink his whiskey with, he'd have whiskey and he'd put water in it.
Really?
Yeah. And it doesn't dilute it. It doesn't like make you like less drunk. It kills that little burn feeling. Like when you drink it, when you sip it. Like, cause I'm one, when I drink whiskey, I drink it straight. Like I don't put Coke or nothing. Like I love a little sip on it. And so when he told me that, I was like, oh shit. So yeah, so so last night I had whiskey and I had whiskey and water pretty much. And so I was watching it, and so yeah, this morning I woke up a little too late, and I apologize, Andy.
It's okay.
That's
it all comes back around.
That's where I was going with this. I apologize, Andy.
It's okay, John.
And like when you text me, I was like, my girl's like, oh, she's like, I thought you said you're gonna go at 9. I was like, I know, I thought so too. I was like, Andy's mad. I gotta go now. And she's like, give me a kiss. Like, I gotta fucking go, woman. I gotta go, lady.
Get away from me.
Get the fuck. I gotta go. I'm late as it is, and you trying to. Oh, I love you. Get the fuck out of here.
Get away.
Yeah.
Shit's funny.
But yeah, I apologize, Andy.
It's okay, Jordan.
So I'm drinking. What time is it? 8 a.m. in the morning, and I've had 2 Coronas. I have a beer with Kahlua or a
coffee.
Hey, I should probably go beer. Coffee and Kahlua. Welcome back to another episode between me.
Hey, you just started over. You want to do our favorite subject?
Let's do it.
Is it a subject? No, it's a favorite.
It's a. What's it called? Question. Bro, I love your edits, by the way.
Thank
you for putting all that time into it, because as the episodes go on, as it goes on more and more, it's dude, there's fucking planes flying across. There's like
army man. Like
you should put buildings.
I know. Just last week was the money. That one was fun.
I love that one.
That was funny.
Dude, so go check out episode. What episode? 21. 22.
22. This
22. Yo, oh god, damn.
Dude, it's gonna be episode 24 for Christmas. I wish it was episode 25, but it's Christmas Eve, so fuck it.
Should we? What's your plan? Should we post it on New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve?
Yeah, we'll post it Christmas Eve.
Oh, nice. So when are we gonna post?
But will people watch it?
I don't think so.
So we should put it like the 23rd.
Yeah, you're right.
23rd, because that's when people are traveling to their houses.
That's
family.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, so the 23rd it'll be out.
You know, another thing too, I want to say this real quick. I have the same thing on my other podcast at Solomon the Pod. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code SLOP20. But no, I have the same thing. It's like I have so many people that are subscribed, but I have way more viewers than my subscribers.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying for this podcast is, if you guys are watching this right now and you're not subscribed, just please subscribe to it. Please. Because I see actually big podcasts right now that are doing the same thing. They're like, man, like, you know, we're big as it is, but like it would help if the people that are watching, listening, whatever, like just go subscribe.
Because it tells you like how many people watch it and how many of those people are your actual subscribers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys are listening right now, go to.
And if you don't like and subscribe, like this video just gets hidden like in the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, exactly.
Like nobody sees it.
Yeah.
So it's all up to you.
It's like your crusty sock, the one you masturbate into. You stick it, you know, inside of your bed or something. Like you will never see it again.
Yeah,
but it's something that should be seen because that's fucking crazy.
It's art.
Yeah, it's art.
All right, Jordan, do you have a question?
Yeah, I do. All right, hold on.
What is your question?
Let me pull it up real quick. All right, if you could wear a coat that makes you invincible, what would you try to get away with?
Ooh. That's good.
I was watching Harry Potter the other day. Was it the Invisible Cloak?
Yeah, the Invisible Cloak.
Nice.
I think I would just try to move things. Like I would just keep trying to play pranks on people. I just think that should be funny. Maybe
I know what you're really thinking, but you're not gonna say it.
What am I really thinking?
You would creep on like girls,
guys,
and mainly guys.
Mainly guys.
When they're showering or masturbating, you'd be in the room like. That's what I would do.
You're just masturbating. You just hear like.
He's masturbating. I'm masturbating. Yeah. I'd be in the background like, what are you watching? Like, oh, that's a good one. You'd be like, what the fuck? What's that?
Yeah, that should be funny. And I think I would scare Marley, like make her think the house is haunted.
You know what's funny is like everything you're saying is not what I thought you were gonna say.
What do you think I was gonna say?
I legit thought you would like maybe rob banks or something.
That's what I said. I think I would steal stuff. I'd probably go steal toys at like Walmart.
Nice.
And
you would start off small.
I would start off small. Yeah, nice. Very small, and then
see what you could get away with.
And then I'd probably move my way to like a bank.
Wouldn't that be
sneak into Area 51?
They would just see the gate open.
Like,
as soon as the gate opens, they just shoot at something. You're like, God damn, I can't do anything. No, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Just like start super small and be like, okay, so nobody can see me.
Yeah,
and then
you have to make sure.
Up and then move up and then move up and then like I'd be at the White House like, Joe Byron.
You just whisper in his ear.
Yeah, exactly. He's just sleeping. I'm just like, Joe Byron. He's like everywhere I go.
I love when people say that.
I know.
When people are like, I don't know what Joe Biden's doing. He's probably taking a nap right now. Like, he's the only president that we like. Oh, he takes naps. You know, we get it.
He's like, he's sleeping right now.
You know what's crazy? Real quick, little side subject. But like with Joe Biden being our president, like I'm not, once again, not talking politics. It's just something I see. But like when you see Joe Biden as president, is it just me or like we're not really seeing much of like what he's doing? Like I just and it might be a good thing. I just assume everything. It's like no news is good news. Or yeah. What is it? Is that the no news is? What's
like no news? Like as in like we don't hear anything.
Nothing's happening.
It's good.
It must be good. Yeah.
Okay.
So like with Joe Byron, it must be like all right, cool. Like he's not really saying much. And, he's probably sleeping all the time, but that's good. Like, it's like me. Like, I don't go to the doctor because I'm going to find out something's wrong with me. So it's like, we don't tune into Joe Biden.
He's like, I'm just not going to watch the news today.
Yeah. And so it's like, everything must be going good. So I don't know if it's me, but like, he's not really saying much. And I forgot Kamala Harris was even part of the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
She makes her little like.
She was on Charlemagne the God, right?
She was?
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
She like got mad at him for some reason. Like it was interesting.
It's Charlemagne the God, dude. He points out everything. Dude, Charlemagne the God has a great episode with Pete Davidson, which you guys should probably go check out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like talk about like mental health and stuff. And
that's
it's things I'm like, oh shit, like you're one of us. You kind of feel the same way. Like Pete Davidson wise. I love Pete Davidson, by the way. Yeah. Shout out to him and Kim Kardashian. If anyone wants to talk shit, I don't give a fuck, dude. Pete Davidson made it. You guys are all fucking. Anyone that talks shit like, oh, Pete Davidson.
He got Ariana Grande, Kim Kardashian, Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale? Oh my God, dude. That was a fucking like Louis Vuitton Gucci fucking model. And she was,
it's Pete Davidson.
Dude, it's Pete. And I love Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
People talk so much shit about him, but that motherfucker's been through some shit. And that's the thing too. He also has his own like mental health problems.
Yeah, and he talks about it like super openly.
Of course. So that's what. Full circle. Going back, Charlemagne the God has a YouTube video where he's interviewing Pete Davidson, and they talk about that stuff. And I've passed it on to so many people. And like, if you guys are going through some mental health stuff, you guys should really check it out because it's a really good one. Because after I watched it, I was like, Pete Davidson said some stuff like. Can I get a little dark in here? Is that okay?
Yeah,
Is that okay?
Sure.
I do it on mine over at Solomon the Pod.
Put down the lights a little. I wish if we had somebody. Oh.
Yeah, if we had somebody. But no, so I've had my moments where I've been, a little sad, depressed. I've had the dark side in me, Darth Vader, where I want to fucking kill myself. Like I've legit got to that point. But like this episode I was telling you about with Charlamagne the God and Pete Davidson, he talks about that. Like they get deep into it where Pete Davidson says like, I want to get to, I get to that point where I'm on the dark side. Like I think about, killing myself, but I think about, what I have to live for. If I passed away, it would hurt. And it's like one of those things where you can't be selfish. Like if you pass away, all your problems go away, but other people's start.
Yeah.
And so like, he says it, I can't kill myself. Like, I have my mom, my sister, my brother, and like in my situation, I think the same thing. Like I can't do that. Like, like I have you, I have this podcast, I have people that listen to it. Oh man, I want to cry right now. But yeah.
Yeah, dude, I get
know
you.
Pussy. I know bitch.
Hey, mental health isn't real. After all that, that's the name of this podcast. Mental health isn't real.
Mental health isn't real. But
make people click on it.
They're like, man, fuck these guys. They're like, oh shit, dude.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're talking about.
But yeah, so I think back to like those times where I'm like, like what am I doing? And like I said, like, what are we really doing here? Like, what's the point in life? And like I get to those points and I'm like, well, it's not so much like you got to stop being selfish, and it's like what makes you happy. It's not so much like what makes you happy. It's like what can you provide that makes other people happy.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like what other people are going through the same situation, and especially with the holidays nowadays. Yeah. Like, dude, like I remember like when the holidays hit, that's when it really hit me. I was like, man, like this is tough. Like especially like when I was in the Army, like I'm away from family. It's like when you really need that family time, like. Like when you get to that point where you're like, okay, well, I'm forced to not be able to go home or do this stuff. Like, like what am I doing?
Yeah.
No. And so I got to that point, and going back full circle, like I said, Pete Davidson talks about that, and he just says like, like I've gotten to the point where I want to end my life or whatever, but I think about my mom, my friends, my family, like my cousins, my brother, my sister, my dogs. Like I think about, dude, that's the one thing. And I know people might get mad, but like the one thing that hits me the most is when I see my dogs, and I'm like, every time I come in, they love me and they kiss on me, and I'm like, they're not gonna have that anymore. Yeah. And they're all, and like it's so sad when you watch videos where like dogs are like looking around, like, where is he? Where is he? And they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
So I could care less how you feel, Andy, or my parents. But when my dogs look lost, oh my God, I fucking want to hug them. No, well, sorry, I went a little dark, guys. I'm sorry, especially around the holidays. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
And I do believe that whole like the people that smile the most are the people that have gone through a lot. And I just kind of think of like me and Marley. Like I know people always see me like I always try to be happy, and I always try to be like happy, funny, and all that. But like I mean, we all go through shit. We all go through our like our very dark times. And I'm very reserved. Like I'm pretty sure like all my friends, if not like everyone, doesn't know like shit that I've gone through. And like I don't say anything because I just keep it all to myself. But like I know I've gotten to very dark places too. Like Marley, she's one of the happiest people, one of the like friendliest people, and she's been through like a lot of shit that no one will ever know about. But of course, because me and her have been together, of course she knows my shit and I know her shit. But what I'm trying to say is like the people that do smile the most, and like the people who like have gone through a lot of shit, and not just everybody. I mean, everyone goes through shit. But what I'm trying to say is like I think you, like I've known you for a long time. We've had our talks, we've had our like good talks, but you're always really happy too. You're always smiling, and then we have those times too. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of times, like when you and I specifically, or like anyone that's really happy all the time, and you can automatically tell if they're having a bad day. Yeah. And like that if like you and I are having a bad day, like people are like, oh shit, it must be a really bad day.
Yeah.
Because like you're not always happy. And it's happened to me like at work, like when I have like a really shitty day, like I'm like, dude, I just don't want to talk. Like I'm quiet. Like I'm like not smiling or anything. They're like, oh shit, like something's really bad. Yeah. People notice like right away too. Like so I don't know. It's just fucking crazy. Like I do really believe that the people who smile the most are the ones that going through like the most too.
Well, I think I saw, it was like a quote from, I don't know if it was Robin Williams, R.I.P., one of the greats.
Yeah.
But I think he said the reason people, or him or someone, the reason people try to make other people happy, like comedians, the reason they try to make other people happy is because they know what it's like to be sad.
Yeah.
So their whole goal is like, I know what it's like to be in like the darkest times of my life. You're probably going through it. So my goal is to make you laugh. No matter what I'm going through, I'm going to put that to the side. My goal is to make you laugh.
Yeah.
And so like I see that and I'm like, That's very true. Like,
yeah, dude.
I think, and I'm not saying like myself or you or anything, but like I feel like a lot of people that try to, like you said, they try to put on an act or something. It's like it's all about how it feels to be in those dark moments, and you don't want it's one of those things you don't wish it upon your like worst enemy.
Yeah.
So it's like
exactly.
all you do is like you try to be funny for other people. So even if they're in those moments, they're like laughing and they're like, oh well, this little do we know they're going through it too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So I think so.
And like I said, I think that's one of the biggest reasons. Like I love Marley like a lot, and like I think that's one of the biggest reasons I respect the hell out of her, because like I'm just saying, like the shit that she's been through, like that I've been there for her, and like the shit that no one knows about. Like I said, like she still puts on like a happy face, like she's still super smiley, like fun all the time. Like like you never really see her serious because we're always fucking around, and like I think that's one of the biggest reasons. Like I said, yeah, and like that whole Robin Williams, like unfortunately, like he was one of the happiest people ever, and like smiling, making jokes all the time. But of course, the sad, unfortunate thing that happened to him, and like Chester, the singer from Linkin Park.
Oh yeah.
There's like a picture of him like smiling and being all fun with his family.
It was like hours before.
Yeah, and then like
himself.
exactly, and like I don't know, it's just fucking, it's really sad. And like yeah, dude, mental health, like if you do need help, like there is help out there, like. Whether it be a friend, whether it be a significant other, whether if you don't have a significant other, if you do need someone to talk to, like there's always people there, and it's really sad to. I know suicide is like really, it just feels like your only way out. But I think if you just talk to somebody and like you find the help, like, it's out there.
Yeah,
like legit, like.
And I mean, I don't know. Like I've always said this. Like if you guys are listening right now, like. Fucking DM me, like message me, call me, whatever it is. Like because when you guys message me and or send us messages to like between me and you on like Instagram or whatever, like I love it. Like especially when people get to that point where they're like they like release some stuff that's like whoa, like literally I'm reading messages. I'm like, are you sure you want to share this?
Yeah,
but they just feel so comfortable. Like, but that's the thing is like. With this podcast, like I feel like I tell so much about myself. I feel like people should get comfortable with in the same way.
Yeah.
And you don't have to put it out on Instagram, but if you DM us secretly, like I love it. Like message us back. I'll message you back and like, whatever. And like we've had a few people reach out to us where I'm like, oh shit, like our message is getting across.
Yeah.
But I think for the first time, it's like I said, around the holidays, towards the end of the year, you start reflecting on like certain things, and it can get depressing. As much as like a lot of people will be happy and like it's end of the year, like New Year's resolutions, but like for some people, it gets to that point where it's like the end of the year where you're like, man, I haven't done anything this year. Like you really start to beat on yourself, especially if you had a New Year's resolution and you didn't reach it.
Yeah.
And you have like a couple weeks before it ends and you're like, fuck. Because I have a few New Year's resolutions from last year that, or this year that I haven't reached. And like I said, it can be depressing, but like I said, it's one of those things where it's almost like just a goal you set. If you don't reach it, cool. Like next year or the next time, like. But yeah, I'm telling you, like around the holidays is when it really hits.
Yeah, dude.
Especially like people. That's why I said like people feel sad around certain times. It takes like those certain holidays to make you realize like, oh, so and so's not here no more.
Yeah,
like all this stuff. So I can get it. I get it. It can get hard.
Yeah, and some people just don't have family.
Yeah.
Like luckily you have an amazing family that really supports you and is there with you, and like luckily we do have our families that we do love so much and we're always together, but they are those people. And like if you do like there was one time that it was a weather guy when I used to work at the TV station, like they're not from here, so I knew a lot of times that like their families didn't come. So I remember one time like my mom, she actually cooked a turkey for them because they don't have family, so we actually had Thanksgiving like with the news people on my house. And like even like one of the guys, the news reporter, the weather guy, he came to our New Year's Day because he's like, yeah, dude, I'm not doing anything. I'm like, well, come over here. Like I don't know. I feel like we're pretty open arms. Like people, like if you do need to talk, if you do need someone to fucking just hang out with, like let us fucking know. Like don't kill us. Okay,
please.
Yeah, I mean we're trying to be friendly with everybody, but yeah, I mean, and I think that's where a lot of our dark humor comes from. Like as dark as we want to try to get on this podcast, I feel like a lot of times we don't get dark humor in this podcast.
I can go way deep. I don't
Exactly,
ready for
but
this shit.
yeah, exactly. But dude, like dark humor is like a big way to fucking cope with it.
It really is. It's one of those things that's like you're not hiding it, you're not tucking it, away. It's like dark humor is the best way to put it because like you're physically and mentally like putting it out there in public. You're like the way I'm thinking. You're not keeping these thoughts in your head. You're putting them out loud to where people can hear them and you say them and some people are like, that's funny,
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you're okay with this? And so it makes you feel better. It's one of the things you need to get off your chest. You need to get out of your brain. Like, and so, so we have some way dark things. And I think, I don't know if anyone's ready for it right now.
No.
So, like I said, if you guys feel this way, message us, DM us.
Yeah.
We're
both there, like both on Instagram. Like
always.
We're probably on Instagram more than we need to be.
Yeah, it's very true.
But we're there for sure.
Yeah. So if you guys ever get to that point and you guys feel comfortable enough, fucking let us know. We're not going to tell anyone.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's been people up to this point that have reached out, and I hope that we're helping them, and I love them for that. And I know they're going through some stuff, and I love that they trusted. Yeah. And that's what's crazy is when people like message us and they're like, I just think like, damn, like you really want to tell me this?
Yeah.
Like you barely know us or you're listening to the podcast, whatever. But that's what makes me think like, holy fuck, like we're doing something here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then it's legit, like we're your friends through YouTube and through Spotify. I mean, we don't know. I'm pretty sure each and every one of you that listens to us, but if you do message
anonymous
yeah,
as
dude,
fuck.
For us.
Yeah.
And like, but if you do need help, Jordan and I are here. I mean, we're just people that have gone through shit and
we'll tell you
and
how
love talking.
Yeah.
And love talking for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Was there something else?
I didn't say my question of the day, but
okay, let's do it.
I kind of just want to end it because that was a good ass fucking ending.
No. It's like when you watch a scary movie. You can't go to bed finishing the scary movie. You got to watch a happy movie. So
okay.
What's your question of the day?
Well,
would you rather kill yourself?
Dude, well, no. My question of the day is like something fucking way unrelated, which is just funny as fuck.
Let's do it.
I was just gonna say, would you rather cheat or get cheated on, but never know, but always have that suspicion? The fucking change in tone from this shit.
Someone's like, all right, I'm done.
I'm gonna turn it off.
I'm doing it right now. I honestly,
mental health.
I'd rather get cheated on.
Uh-huh.
Wait, so would you say get cheated on and find out?
Would you rather cheat and them not find out, or you get cheated on, but you not find out, but you still have like that suspicion?
I'd rather them cheat and me have the suspicion, just because.
And you're just always gonna live with it?
Yeah, because I don't know if it's selfish, but at that point it's like, okay, like I think she's doing something, and it's like, all right, well, I'd rather it be her than me, because then I can't live with myself. Okay. I can't go to sleep at night or like feel this way, like it's gonna fucking eat at me.
Cool.
So if every night I'm like, she's the one doing the wrong, but I'm gonna point it out. But it's gonna get to that point where if like anything happens, I'm like, I fucking know you're cheating and it's fucking over. And she's gonna be like, what? Like, oh, I didn't know. And it's like, no. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So I'd rather. But I'm always like that. Like even when it comes to like holiday times, when it comes to like presents, I'm more of a giver than I am a receiver. I swear, if I give someone a gift and they don't give me one back, I could care less. I'd rather give someone a gift, and I love to see their reaction.
Yeah.
Like when someone gives me a gift, then I feel like, oh fuck, like how should I act?
I get you.
But like, so when I give someone a gift, like right now, dude, the biggest fucking battle on myself right now is I have my girl's gifts and I want to give them to her. So
dude, I'm not good.
And
at
I hide them and I put them away and I forget about them until she's like, so what'd you give her for Christmas? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, ugh. I want to give, because last year, was it last year or the year before? We're talking about our gifts, and she's like, how about you give me one and I give you one? And so we did that, and then she's like, let's just give them all. So we gave each other like all the gifts, and it fucking ruined it, because then come Christmas Day, we're just standing around like,
everyone's opening presents.
Yeah, and we're like, oh, you didn't get her anything? He didn't get you anything?
Exactly.
So I'm really fucking holding off, and I know we have like 5 days, 6 days, 7 days.
Dude.
It's so close.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm really holding off. But yeah, dude, like fucking.
Dude, I'm the worst, and I have yours like in this house somewhere, and then no, it's not here. Oh, in this house. Okay.
I know, dude. Mine's back at the house, and I just want to show you it. Like,
dude, well, that's how it was with the Happy Dad. Like I was like, I got you a surprise.
Yeah.
And then I sent you it. I was like, oh, dude, yeah, it's the worst.
But yeah, I'm really excited. So when's the next episode for the Christmas?
So the 23rd. We'll put it out the 23rd. We're gonna record it, and we're gonna decorate around here, and
I'm excited.
Fucking have fun.
Are we gonna dress up?
Yeah, probably wear ugly sweaters or something. I wish I had a Santa outfit, and you could be Santa and I can be an elf.
I would love to.
That'd be fun.
Or
next year,
can I be the Grinch?
Dude, I've always wanted to dress up as the
I wish
Grinch.
we had the money to like really dress up. Like,
yeah, dude.
I would love to be the Grinch, and you'd be like fucking an elf or like a reindeer.
Max.
Yes,
I want to be Max.
Oh, that'd be cool. You be the dog.
All right, cool. I think that's the perfect way to end it.
That's it. We're done.
Cool. All right, Jordan. Love you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, everybody.
Remember, we have a lot of people that are watching our YouTube videos, but they're not subscribed.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this right now, if you got to this point, just real quick, subscribe.
Or if you are like following us on like Spotify and Apple, make sure to leave a review, because that's our other way to push the podcast. So it's not just following on YouTube, because some people don't watch the video. Some people may just hear. So leave a review. Tell us if you like it. Make sure they're all 5 stars.
Yeah, if you're on Apple Podcasts, at the very bottom, I'm gonna say it because I know for a long time I was like, should we really say this stuff? But no, it's like it's our business. We have to promote.
Yeah.
We have to do as much as possible. So if you guys are listening on Apple Podcasts mainly, at the very bottom there'll be like stars. You can rate it. You can put a little comment like, I hate it, I love it, whatever you want. Even if you hate it, fucking post it. I don't care.
Tell us why.
Yeah, tell us why, because that'll make us better. So. Yeah.
We take criticism really good. Just don't hate us. All right, everybody. We'll see you. Good night. Merry Christmas.